Hey!
Hey! Oh, interesting, disturbingly morbid lead-in on that one.
Yeah, a little bit, a little bit. Hopefully
Yeah,
everything
that
is
didn't I
good
don't
and
think
everything.
yeah, I was about to say, I don't think the YouTube caught that, so that's
No,
good.
I don't think they did. Well, hello everybody. It is January 6th. Let us celebrate that and
Happy Insurrection Day, everybody, and good morning. Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning. Good morning everybody. Happy
Ah,
sad Surrection Day.
yeah, disappointing,
Yeah, a little bit disappointed.
but what do you expect? Like, the one thing I can say about conservatism as a critique of the philosophy itself is there's nothing revolutionary about conservatism, just for the record. And we'll leave it at that because I don't want to get. It's too early for politics on a Saturday.
Just a bit.
So, what are we going to do tonight, Brain?
Well, Pinky, we have a lovely picture today because it's a bit of a memorial stream as such.
Yes, the memorial. Shall we let people file in first before I explain that? Because I don't really want to be telling that story
Yeah,
the whole stream.
yeah, we'll let people kind of file in and
Yep.
as they're coming in, I'm just gonna draw the baby here. There we go. Oh, Jesus Criminy Christmas.
I
Okay.
know I put this out on my Twix feed about an hour ago. I don't
Oh, on
know.
X.
Yeah, that. I mean,
Okay, I think I got her in frame for the most part.
yeah, I kind of wish now, looking back, that that one had been easier to photograph because if I've ever met a creature so aloof, I can't recall it, but man, you've heard the phrase trying to herd cats? Try to photograph them. Especially when they don't want to cooperate. She sees me pointing that thing at her and she immediately is like, it's turning her back, walking away, like trying to get behind me, like anything, like do not capture my soul in that machine that you have there. And I'm like, all right, I guess. Mm. Fat,
She's
angry.
yeah, she's very how do you say plump?
Oh yeah, the cat struggled throughout her life. Not that cat, not the ninja cat. Good morning, cat ninja. But yeah,
What
my
up, Cat Ninja? Good morning.
this was. I mean, the funny story. Like, my sister got this cat, and then she got another cat, and then those two cats didn't get along because this particular cat never got along with any other cat that I have ever seen. Didn't like dogs particularly much or people either. Like, kind of a very typical kind of cat, very aloof, very solitary creature.
Sure. Seen a
13
lot of
years
them.
old. And yeah, I mean, for most of her life, she, yeah, cats are aloof creatures. Cat. But yeah, this one I definitely did not like to pose for any sort of photography. But yeah, obesity for most of her life. She was a fat cat on weight control food from the time she was like 6 years old. Uh, well, have more patience than I do when attempting to acquire images.
Good.
Ninja. So no, Ninja does.
Uh-huh.
She said that cats pose for her. Well, if you look at the freaking avatar that she's got, that's not an avatar. That's a photo that she took of a cat on a rooftop, and
Oh,
it's just
what?
like a perfect posing creature. And I'm like, oh well, I guess that's how they do for you then.
Oh, she actually took that picture?
Yeah, she actually took that picture. I've seen the original. And I
Oh,
was like,
wow.
that's super cool because when you put it in the little circle for the icon, it looks like almost like a perfect yin yang, but it doesn't look like that when you actually look at the whole picture. It's that cat perfectly posed right in front of a giant full moon. And when you shrink it down into the circle, it makes that particular like perfect yin yang design. And I'm like, wow, that's the coolest avatar photo ever. Just because of the way it works, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, silhouettes are really, really cool.
Hmm.
It's amazing what the brain can put together without having much to it.
Absolutely.
The image, I mean, not the brain.
Ah, the image, yeah. The things you see in the hidden image.
Right now, I'm just trying to get us all on
Mm,
a good setup here. I'm trying to draw this cat.
yeah. But anyways,
Try to see chat. Okay, here we
13, 13 years old, this cat had to finally be put down. Not yesterday, but the day before was Thursday, the 4th. Uh, Cancer finally got her after a lifetime of like moderate to severe health issues with like blood pressure and being obese and all types of such like horrible things. Like she had issues with her hips and whatnot, probably because of her weight. But yeah, she lived 13 years and half of that like having moderate to severe health issues. So like we thought she had gone blind once because she had like basically had a stroke because of her extremely high blood pressure. And the vet told us like there's like a 5% likelihood chance that she'll ever like regain her vision. And she was pretty blind for about 2 or 3 days. And then the next thing I know, you can notice the clarity return to this cat because she's looking at everything the way she was before the issue and not just staring off into space like she was. And I was like, wait, can you see me? So I start doing hand movements, moving my finger here and there to see if she follows it. And then she followed it everywhere. And I was like, yeah, veterinarians don't know shit. Welcome back. So that was just last year that happened. So yeah, she had gone through it. Mm.
Well,
With
lots
this one,
happened with this cat. Kind of a fighter, like
yeah,
you were telling me.
she definitely is, and she definitely like she was not one to be messed with, and she literally just like no matter what the adversity that she was facing, eh, she couldn't be bothered. Like I said, if she wasn't fighting with another cat or a dog, she was probably the most chill cat, like very skittish, didn't really like people at all, but if she trusted you, like she was the most chill cat. Uh Bathroom cat, lived in the bathroom almost exclusively, mostly because it was a second floor with a good western window that she could sit up on the windowsill and just stare out over the neighborhood all day long. And she'd sit in that window and just stare at everything going on outside from her little perch for hours until somebody came in and sat down on the toilet. And then it was, hey, it's time to brush me. No, I'm serious. It's time to brush me. Like you're stuck here because I see you've posted up on that toilet. So just grab the little brush mitt right there off the shelf and I'll just walk back and forth in front of you. You just hold it down there for me. I'll I'll brush myself with your hand. uh Yeah, she was a different kind of creature for sure. Like, but all of my sister's cats are like very, very pronounced personalities that make them all very different from each other.
It's a very cat-like thing to
Hmm.
just kind of get itself that little
Yep.
brushing that it needs.
Yep. And she definitely was a shed monster. Like
Oh
five
gosh.
5 minutes of that, and there's fur everywhere. R.I.P. bathroom cat. Thank you, Cat Ninja. Like, yeah, it was kind of the suck. I think I even took it harder than my sister, whose cat it actually was, because when she basically abandoned that cat here, then like cat kind of bonded with everybody and kind of resented her for moving out, and she tried to take her with, but her and the black cat just did not get along, and the fighting was so severe that one day the fat cat was going to kill the black cat, and that would have been not just a murder but a racism. We couldn't have it.
How would it be a racism?
Well, the other cat was black. I'm pretty sure it's a hate crime because I'm pretty sure they hated each other from the moment they were introduced to each other. It's like, yeah, don't like you. Yep, don't like you either.
Damn cats committing a racism.
Yep. Hate criminal cats, but I mean, what a perfect day for it, right? On the 1/6.
Oh yeah, beautiful day for it.
Dang, I haven't even like looked at all my crap on social media this morning.
Did
So,
you see there was something crazy going on in Miami?
mm, aliens.
Allegedly.
That's what I heard, and I was just like, more of this alien shit. Like
I
the
think
moment
it's
I,
just a distraction, like this alien crap.
yeah,
I
yeah, I was
I
about to
don't.
say, the moment I hear aliens, I immediately ask the question, what are they doing with the Epstein list? What are they trying to
Mm,
hide? They've got this story out here. They're trying to distract me from probably something on the Epstein list at this point.
oh yeah, definitely.
Mm. Yeah, man. We are only like a week into 2024, and we all knew this was going to be a crazy fucking year.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I don't think anybody is like, yeah, 2024 is going to be the year, we're coming back. I haven't heard anyone say that. It's like, yeah, 2024 is going to be the year. We're over for good. It's like, yeah, I hear a lot of that. Hmm.
Of course, the bathroom floof needs to be in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just making a little tiling here.
Yeah, it's a good thing that the tiling in that bathroom is there's nothing complex about any of the patterns on that.
Nah, it's just
Just
squares.
just very simple squares. Yeah, but I appreciate this, Jimmy. I really do.
Yeah, man. You care about this
Yep.
cat, so I figured, what the hell?
Yeah. Once you're done, I'm gonna have to like send this link to my sister, whose cat it actually was, because she'll love it as well.
Oh, for
Although she'll
sure.
have to watch it on mute because she can't stand listening to me,
Oh
and I can't say I blame her on that one.
man, I don't like that negative talk. That's my friend
Yeah.
Darcy talking about that.
Hey, I mean, if anyone has a right, it would be it'd be my little sister. uh, I love that Jimmy's. Oh, thank you, Cat Ninja. Uh, so, what do you think of the new headset? People been telling me my audio quality is like it's much better, must improve more.
Yeah, you don't sound like you're talking out of the bottom of a trash can anymore.
Yeah, well, the thing about the other headset I have is it's got a microphone, but the way that headset is built, like that the microphone is basically pressed right up against my temple
Mm.
or very close to it because it's a bone conduction headset and it doesn't have like arm for the microphone like some of the varieties they made did, but no, I bought the most expensive one that didn't have that feature, so it's like, yeah, you can kind of hear me, but it's like kind of like I'm trying to talk through the side of my face. And then I was like, you know what? Just grab like a nice gaming headset. That'll do. Mostly because the wireless battery on the other one that I've had for like 3 years now is finally starting to go. So it's like, damn, it doesn't even sustain like a 2.5, 3 hour stream anymore without chirping at me that it needs to be charged. It's like, get something with a cord too. So we did that.
Yeah.
Uh, Good little Christmas present to myself. Everybody seems to be enthused with the in, increase in quality. I still haven't heard from Sean D, but maybe someday I'll cross paths with him again because he was the guy who constantly was like complaining at me to get a new microphone, and I'm like, one of these days I will.
I feel like I saw him somewhere recently. I just can't remember what.
The only place I really ever see him anymore is occasionally at memes, and I don't really go to the other places that people go anymore because like the law years and whatnot. I don't mess with any of them anymore except for like occasionally Andrew. Mindset, not Bronca.
Oh, I like Joe. I like Joe.
Yeah,
He's
I like Joe. I like Joe more when he's not yelling all the time.
I
I gotta say, like,
think Joe's at his best when his dad's around.
oh, that's what a lot of people say.
Well, his
Uh,
dad's like his rock. He
yeah,
keeps
he
him very honest.
he's definitely challenges Joe's worldview a lot, and not just Joe's worldview, but the general view of Joe's chat. Like, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to history. Like, I disagree with Great Logic, and I disagree with Joe on a great many things as well, but I can't deny the man knows his history. And what you do with that, like, that's on you, but each person gets to interpret things as they will. As long as you understand that the facts are the facts, and your assessment of them is your opinion. But yeah, Joe's good. Uh, Andrew, I still mess with. I have been like a couple of nights. I poked my head back into Sure Nicholas Riquedas to see because people have been saying that old Nick is in decline.
Yeah, well, they're saying he's gonna get sober too, and
Yeah,
then that didn't happen.
I believe them when they say he's in decline, but getting sober, X
Not so
to
much.
doubt, X to doubt.
Sad day.
But I mean, I kind of wanted like when I first heard, it, I was like, I really wanted to like back Nick up and be on his side, and then it's like you spend a few minutes with him, it's like, oh man, like
He's off the deep end.
it really is. And now I just watch Alyssa's clips, and I'm just like, oh, this is bad, and everybody knows it's bad. Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
Cheers, cat. Cheers.
Cheers, Kat. Hell yeah. Thanks for joining us. I appreciate you.
I wonder if the fact that you scheduled this about as late out as we would come online and then started 2 hours ahead of the scheduled time messed with anybody else.
Mm.
Because you did
Yeah,
have it.
I hope not.
Yeah, you did have it set for 2 hours from now, but I was like, yeah, he did that probably just to make sure that we had a like far end limit, and we'll start when we get to it.
Yeah, see, that's a weird thing here. It said it was set for 2 hours from now on the YouTube side,
Mm-hmm.
but on the StreamYard side, it said
Uh,
that it was exactly the right time.
hmm.
So I
Yeah,
don't know what I did wrong there, but
yeah, that's
that's
weird.
not supposed to be like that.
Nope. Well, it's not like that anymore. We're live now, so hopefully the notification gets out there. But you want to hear something wild, Jimmy? I've been looking at my analytics because
Mhm.
I started doing my my 48 Laws of Power stream side by side, dual broadcast Rumble and YouTube.
Yeah.
And for the last 3 episodes of the 48 Laws of Power, my view numbers on YouTube are as follows. Law 28 got 73 views. That was
Ooh.
Monday. Law 29 got 53 views on Wednesday, and the one I did yesterday is sitting at 39 views. Decent, I got 180 subs, so not bad, right? I've got 53 subscribers on Rumble, and my numbers on Rumble for the exact same 3 streams are as follows. Law 28, 217 views.
Ooh.
Law 29, 101 views. Law 30, 89 views. Rumble numbers be crushing, yo.
Oh yeah, they're
Like,
way better. Like you're
yeah,
probably shadow banned on YouTube.
yeah. I
We
mean, it's
probably
me.
all
So,
are just because of
yeah,
the circles we travel in.
right. I mean, and if YouTube's ever heard me one time, then there's a reason that they should be suppressing everything I do. But I think it's just it's incredible because, like I said, I've got 53 followers on my Rumble side and 180 on YouTube, and I'm doing double or close to double numbers on Rumble versus YouTube. Yeah, it's something to think about, and I think like if anyone were really trying to build like a large audience on the Rumble side, like they have right now the perfect imbalance where they just don't have enough creators in all the genres to facilitate the growth of their audience, which is like it's growing dramatically. However, like when I go on there, most of the content is all like right skewing, like conservative,
Hmm.
political, and news coverage. And it's like, where are people that are like playing video games and where are people that are like talking about other
Good.
stuff? Like just doing all the other content creation it's fine on YouTube to do that stuff, because it's not controversial. It's like, well, if you're going to build a platform to compete with YouTube, you need to offer all types of content. So now it's a creator's world over there, like because there's so much audience that's just looking for their favorite types of content off of YouTube. Like getting away from YouTube is now like the thing, and I'm super cool with it. Like I'm gonna keep trying to push promotion over there because for now they're on our side. And as I have stated, like we all know that they're trying right now in Congress to push for like cracking down on anonymity and free speech. Like they want to regulate all of these companies legally versus like having them regulate themselves by power of government suggestion. And it's like, well, when that happens, it doesn't matter like how much Rumble supports free speech. When the government tells them that you're violating the law, they will comply. They will not openly violate federal law. So like,
Unless they're just done with federal law.
I mean, they're based in Florida, so it's going to be really hard to do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, I definitely recommend. I think you have I know you have a Rumble account because I've seen you in like Divs chat and various other places.
Hmm.
I don't I don't know if I subscribe to you because I don't think you're doing anything with it. But yeah, it's something to think about. Like,
I've got
not
some
that you
anime
do.
reviews
Yeah.
up there, and I've got some different clips up there from my TikTok
Uh,
at the moment. And then I did a couple of news streams and posted them over there. I'm trying to get this cat's expression, and it's a pain in the ass because I just don't draw
Shh.
cats.
Yeah, and that cat's expression is contemptuous.
It is. It is a very.
That's
It is a very pet me now kind of
yeah.
selfishness in those eyes. I see it.
Yeah, she got that kind of vibe about her. Well, actually, that look on her face, if I give you the exact she's standing by the door, and I don't know if you can see it in the photo, but that door is closed and she cannot open it. But her food is on the other side of that door, like right the that door opens into the hallway and like right across the hall against the wall, that's where her food dish is. She has just got her brushing and she's really ready to go just eat because she's one of those like once she gets a good scratching stimulation, she just immediately runs to the food.
Oh
That's
yeah.
probably where she got her obesity from. Every time you pat that cat, she's got to eat something.
Oh, what the hell?
It was weird. But her favorite thing in the world was to sit with her face in the food dish while you scratch her like lower back right around where her tail like stub is, like right above that. Like scratch me right here on my back, right by my tail, and I'm just gonna eat the entire time. And she would maul an entire bowl of food nonstop. Like, but the moment you stop, she'd stop eating, and then she'd look at you like that. But yeah, she was very annoyed because I was trying to get her out of the way so I could like wash my hands after using the restroom, and she's like, "Well, will you open the door for me?" I'm like, "No." So she just glared at me. And I was like, "I got to get a picture of that." Mostly because you're trapped and I can get a decent picture of you right now.
Yeah, from what you've told me, this cat is not one to sit still for cameras.
No. Well, she liked to hide just in general, and like I got plenty of pictures of the homeless orange cat that has been the most recent addition. He just kind of came up from the neighborhood, and he only had one eye, and he was freaking huge. So, of course, my family being who they are, like feed the stray cat. I'm like, don't you know why you don't do that? And now the little bastard lives on my couch. Well, it's his couch now. He's declared it, but it's like, see, why do you keep messing with cats that I end up having to inherit? That's not. I'm not with it. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I think we can move on to the next layer.
Okay. Now I think I've officially followed both of your Rumble and your Rumble channel.
Baller.
Baller.
Much appreciated there,
Well, I
sir.
mean, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do anime reviews, I've seen what happened to you doing anime reviews on YouTube. I've seen
Hmm.
what they did. I've seen what they did to you.
Yeah, that was fun.
Now, if they're gonna try to do that shit on Rumble, they actually have to like write out full court filings and file a motion to strike your stuff. Like they don't just have an automated system that's rife for abuse like YouTube does. Which I understand why YouTube did it, being such a large platform. Like having the type of legal staff to field all of those complaints because people have been violating copyright on YouTube for years.
Oh yeah.
And when you've got mega corporations with enough money involved in it that they can just like pay for that software to be made, uh, they're going to do it. And YouTube's going to allow it because they don't have the staff on hand to deal with all these legal issues. But I expect Rumble will have something in place like that eventually, just to protect themselves from liability and to make it cost effective for their legal department. So While people are enjoying the halcyon days of like lawlessness on Rumble, understand that that's probably not going to last forever. So
Oh,
I don't know
definitely
who.
not.
Yeah, I definitely don't know who needs to hear this because there's some people who may listen to this later who may or may not engage in that type of behavior. I know I'm one of them. Like when I do my music streams, there's a lot of copyrighted shit in there. But it's not like I'm trying to present it as my own work or trying to profit off of it. I put that shit out there mostly to promote it or because I enjoy it. And I think we should be allowed to enjoy shit. Just seems reasonable.
Hmm. Gotta have a little enjoyment in life.
Yeah, otherwise you get that cat's expression all the time. You're
Otherwise, you just
nailing
don't
it,
like
by the
living.
way. Like I can feel her energy in this drawing.
Let's get in there. Morning, Boomer.
Yeah, morning, Boomer.
We vibing. We John a little bit, little John this morning.
Yeah, drawing my beloved and now deceased Cato
Mm-hmm.
of 13 years. Clover was her name, although I just called her, hey, fat ass, move.
I don't think her nose is that big. Whoop.
It's really not. She had an
Mm.
unreasonably tiny head, I think, mostly because her body was just so
Yeah, fucking
obnoxiously
big.
large. Yeah. Like the other
Yeah.
cat, the orange one, he's a big cat. He's bigger than she was, but he's not fat. He's just huge, like a just big orange tabby Tom with one eye. But he's probably 21, 22 pounds. She was like 18 pounds at her heaviest.
You got a one-eyed cat?
Yeah, he came to us with one eye. He was a street cat pretty much all his life. And he looked extremely well fed and healthy, so we asked all around the neighborhood like where the hell he came from.
Mm.
Nobody could tell us, but at least three people had said that they had fed him too. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
he just like travels around from buffet to buffet, sleeping wherever he wants and killing everything in his path. And that cat is a micer. He's a mouser and he's a birder. He likes to hunt birds and mice, and he's very efficient. Even with the one eye and the lack of depth perception. What on earth? Uh,
What's the matter?
oh no, somebody on Discord responded to something I said this morning. It's hilarious, but it's an inside joke and completely irrelevant to the conversation we're having. But way to make me giggle. I appreciate that.
You need it sometimes. You just need it.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's been kind of a having to put the cat down
Mm.
the same week that like my team wins the Rose Bowl is in the national championship game. Like I'm riding like high on to 2024, and then it's like, oh, by the way, we're having the concierge vet come tomorrow. Clover's she's got to go. She's in extreme pain, and I was like, wow, that happened fast because it was only like 4 months ago we were going through the issue with her like blood pressure where we thought she was blind and then turns out she wasn't. Next thing you know, oh yeah, this is like stage 4 cancer, tumors the size of grapefruits.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm just like, when did that happen? But I mean, like, you can't touch this cat's belly anyway, like unless you want to have your hand and arm shredded into a bloody mess. Like this cat does not do belly rubs whatsoever. So like nobody really noticed until she started walking really funny, and that's when she got brought to the vet, and that's when all that news came out. It's like, did they not notice this when she was in there for the blood pressure thing? Like, nope, nobody at all, nothing.
Nobody caught it. Yeah.
Nobody caught it. Nope. I didn't catch it, so I can't say anything about anybody else. I didn't realize once I found out, I'm like, oh, well, this went from being like the best week starting a year in a long time to like just like a normal level of shitty week.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, that's life. I
It'll
realized
come at
something.
you right when you don't want it to.
Yeah, I realized something Thursday night as I was just sitting reflecting on this damn asshole of a cat. I am at that point in my life, and you do reach a point in your life where all the good things and all the consistent things begin to pass on, and they don't get replaced with new things. Like you hit a point in your life where you start losing more than you regain in that regard. And it's really shitty to hit the realization that I am now at the point where like I'm losing more people that are than I'm getting coming into my life. Pets is going and they ain't coming back. Rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Sorry to get too morbid on you, but it's just like cherish that which is important to you. Nothing gets to last forever.
Hmm.
And it's a really profound like noticing to be like, oh, I'm at that point in my life where like my consistencies are fading and being replaced with like that being the consistency. It's kind of shit, but it is what it is. Life kind of a bitch. Sorry, chat, if that like I don't mean to mess up your morning with
We're here
too
for a
much.
memorial stream. I think a little depression is necessary
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm
to some
sorting
degree.
shit. I'm sorted by emotions on this one because on the one hand, it's like it wasn't even my cat.
Mm.
It was my sister's cat. I shouldn't be reasonably like so broken up about it, but she symbolized a lot more than just the cat that lived in the bathroom. She was she was a consistency for 13 years in my life, and now she's gone. Like I could count on that cat to be in that bathroom at some point if I walked in there for a long time, and now she ain't. And now it's just like, damn it.
Mm.
But the orange cat came and hung out with me that night, and he was like, you know what? You still got an asshole cat right here. And I'm like,
Mm.
thank you for that, Pietro. You shitheel. Uh, I do not think we will be getting another cat, but
Oh no.
no. That's what I thought when the fucking orange cat showed up too, though. Like we were definitely not planning more cats. Or
Bit darker.
uh,
Bit darker.
I don't know, Cat Ninja. A there's a very real possibility.
That's better.
I should actually see if my sister is up and around right now.
Oh, is she an early riser as well, or not so
I'm
much?
not. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Either way, I'm gonna definitely send her the link to the stream.
Hell yeah. Let's see here. Got a little nose going on. Mm. How you holding up, man?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually just admiring the fine touch that you have with that digital pen. Because when I see it, I know you have like a pen in your hand, but all I see is a mouse cursor on the screen.
hmm
So I'm seeing it as you doing this all with a mouse in your hand, knowing damn well that that's not what you're doing. Like that would be a level of talent that even supersedes this beauty, but
Oh, dude, people that can draw with the just the
just with
mouse
a
are
mouse, yeah.
freaking
Yeah,
crazy
that's
people.
ridiculous. Yep.
They're crazy people.
Yep. Because I've seen some of them doing it. It's like, oh, that doesn't look that hard. And then you try, and it's like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
it's
like
like,
having
oh, what the
this
hell?
is like having the worst pen in the world in your hand. Uh,
Okay, I need this layer. No, bad.
okay,
It's a
there.
bad layer. What layer is that? Shit. It's that layer. Okay.
Dude, the way you just dropped between those two layers and it made her eyes flash was
Yeah,
crazy. That was crazy.
I'm actually fucking this up because I'm doing shit on other layers that I shouldn't be.
I mean, isn't this how you've done every drawing I've been here for, though? Like,
Yeah, I'm not
you,
good at
you
layers.
you start off layering really nicely, and then you just like put like 55 minutes of like extra effort into like one layer, so that's like all extra thick, and then there's just like little bits to the first few layers. And it's like, oh, but it all comes out looking wonderful in the end. So like, doesn't really matter how you get there, in my opinion.
That's true. The end just seems so far away at the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, I just did a stream yesterday. Law 30 was make your accomplishments seem effortless. And basically, uh, one of the big references was like the Renaissance masters never letting people see their work before it was finished, because uh, if you see the process and understand it, it cheapens the value of the final result.
Hmm.
At least is the theory. I mean, you got to make it seem like you could do this so effortlessly that you could do so much more, and it'll like amplify your power and shit. Like your image and your persona, whatnot. So I was like, that's it wasn't something that I inherently agree. I fully get it. It's like I can see in some cases how that would be useful, and I can also see other cases where like you want people to appreciate like how much effort goes into shit, but it's like, but if you can make it look like you did it that easily, like, oh my, how much more have you got in your bag? So I get that end of it too. They use Houdini as a reference as well, like how he was able to pull off his incredible, like logic defying escapes and
Mm.
whatnot.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
he's quite the case.
Yeah, did you know that there was another escaper guy from like Austria or something, or Belgium, named Clepini? So it's
Uh-oh.
Houdini and Clepini. Like, I didn't know about this guy because apparently he was a fraud, and he got into it with Houdini, and like he had this special set of combination cuffs, like word combo. He let
Oh.
this he let this dude learn the combination for the cuffs that like he was doing a challenge, and he let him learn the combination to the cuffs so that he could make it look like he was escaping. Then they got into a fist fight, and while they're fist fighting, he changed the combination to the cuffs while they were literally wrestling around with them to fraud. And then when he put the cuffs back on him, he couldn't get out of them because he thought he knew the combination, but it had literally been changed while he was getting wrestled on stage. And I was like, oh, that's the most insane story about Harry Houdini I never heard.
Mm.
But man, I need to get more into my histories of things because
Yeah,
that's wild.
he used to be able to take these punches. This is how he died.
Yeah.
He used to be able to take these punches, and he'd be like, "Hey, he'd pick an audience member, look like a big dude, and
Mm-hmm.
he'd be like, hit me in the stomach."
Yep.
And somebody randomly did that to him just out of nowhere, and he wasn't
Hmm.
expecting it because he
Ah.
can just take punches.
Yeah, because he like trained his body when he wasn't working on his escape tricks. Like he was working on training to be like ultra limber and flexible. So, like if you are that well adjusted, like you can learn to like let your body flex and absorb and like distribute the impact of a super hard shot, and basically like not even like take a tenth of the force that you're visually being hit with. So definitely understandable like how he could be trained for that. But like yeah, when you're not expecting it, it just comes out of random, like boom. Ooh.
Yeah, shit'll kill you.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you spend like a lot of time taking, because you do take damage from that. Like even if you're trained to like absorb most of it, you will take significant damage from that.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that one bit. Be bad for my health.
So yeah, that like I can imagine sustained damage over years and years and years, and then someone hits you out of nowhere. It's like taking concussions in football. Like you, they get worse. They compoundingly get worse. Um, my man who played quarterback for the 49ers in like the 90s, Steve Young,
Hmm?
got like 7 major like severe concussions in his NFL career, and now he doesn't talk correctly anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got that punch drunk, you know.
Mm-hmm. I ain't punchy, it's just the way I talk.
Yeah. No, this you could tell that this dude's brain got
Oh man.
racked.
I gotta take a little break. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. I'm gonna hang out with chat.
Thanks, guys.
Animated GIF with flashing eyes. That's not an unreasonable concept, Cat Ninja. I may hang this in the bathroom. Who knows? I would have to find decent paper to have this printed on, though. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah. Oh, I'll smoke to that. Okay, so yeah, he is. Like I'm quite impressed. I haven't even looked back at the original photo because I know I don't need to. Looks just like her, angry expression and all. Yeah, they do. That's probably the hardest part of this whole picture was capturing that look in her eye, that very contemptuous, impatient look. And he did an amazingly wonderful job doing it.
All
Well,
right.
yeah, she was looking right at me when I took the picture because she was very annoyed with like having to have her photo taken. Okay, welcome back, Jimmy.
Well, thank you, sir. Good to be
Just
here.
talking about how you nailed it. Like the hardest part of this photo already, or this drawing already is nailed. So you
Oh, the
managed.
eyes.
Yep, you managed to capture that contemptuous, impatient look in her eye. Like, are you serious, dude? Like the camera, open the door. That is exactly what that says. Put the camera away, open the door. Like I'm going to my food dish.
Cat's got a lot of orange.
Yeah, she's yeah, mostly white, orange, calico. I've seen a lot of calicos with a lot more black in them, but this one's very pronounced patterns, almost completely orange. The little black accent in it's like I actually am a calico, just so you know. Like you wouldn't be able to tell otherwise, because. But yeah, she got some of the prettiest patterns I've ever seen on a calico. I did almost have my hands on one at one point that literally looked like a bag of Reese's Pieces.
Mm.
White cat, perfectly round, orange and black spots. Like big spots too, like extra large. And I'm like, that's the coolest color pattern I've ever seen on a cat. They weren't letting that one go though. I was like, yeah, I don't blame you. That's a dope looking cat. Like, yep. Don't laugh, Cat Ninja. She looked like a bag of Reese's Pieces. Had been spilled all over her coat. Jimmy, you are a master at work. I must admit.
Thanks, man.
Like I'm looking at the pull away image, the on the side there, and it's like I can see the photo developing around it. So
Yeah.
he's nailed it perfectly.
Trying
Yep.
to just get these little details that bring out your cat
Yeah.
as your.
Yeah. It's you're doing it though.
Okay. Um, your cat has black. Lots of black.
hmm
See, so I figure how I can do this is just start with all this crazy little airbrush stuff and
Right.
then move on to doing some kind of hard jaggies for where the
Yeah.
color overlaps with each other.
Texturing it in.
Hmm.
I see how you're developing it. I don't question your methods because your far better at this than I would ever be. But
I bet you could do it pretty easy.
I mean, I don't have the desire to be that patient.
Why? Patience is a good thing. It's a virtue.
I mean, it is, and with things that I enjoy doing, I have it, but like this wouldn't be my thing, you know.
Mm.
I tried my hand at the visual art when I was younger. I don't really like you can develop the skill if you have the heart, but I don't have the heart for it. I like to do music, I like to do poetry, I like to like words are my medium, if you will. But I do appreciate someone who's got the gift of the eye, you know.
Mm. Interesting way to put it.
There's absolute chaos going on upstairs, and these headphones are so noise canceling that I just barely noticed what the hell is going on.
Gotta go make sure everything's right up there.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I just gotta figure out like because it's getting loud enough to think like I don't think we have a tool chest that large. What the hell is making all that racket?
Copy that. Okay, cat. The fuck is that, dude? What the fuck are you doing?
Another mystery solved.
All right. Just like Scooby and the gang.
Yeah, that was the sound of an unreasonably large, overstuffed suitcase on wheels
Hmm.
rolling across the floor. It just sounded a lot louder than it really needed to.
Oh, wild. Okay, what if I come down here? Really trying to work out the kinks on this. Okay. Mm. Like that. Okay. This is not going to be as easy as I was thinking. Cats, as usual. Hey, Puffer. What's good?
Hey, Puffer. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good
I don't know.
morning.
I think you're nailing it perfectly so far. I can see where you see yourself potentially having an issue though.
Yeah. Hopefully I can work it out here.
Uh, I'm alright, Puff. How are you?
Piss. I broke it. There it goes. Gosh, I need a better computer for this, I think.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. Problem is, computers is a lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, back here, mouse. I didn't say you could fall off the freaking desk. Hey.
Yeah, Clover's Tale's an amalgamation on the colorway, so
Uh-huh. Giving me the troubles here a little bit. That's okay.
yep.
It's alright because I like the way it hurts. I like the way it hurts.
Kinda a witch today. Not a downer for long. Cryptic. Feel better is what I think the appropriate response is.
Humbug. I can't keep track of all the things I'm doing. That's another reason I'm not a big fan of digital art.
Yeah,
Can't keep up with me.
I mean,
Holding up okay, man?
yeah.
Good deal. Mm.
I'm actually enjoying this, to be honest. Just watching you at your craft. So if I got quiet, it's because I just like fell into letting the man cook.
Gotcha.
Plus, I see my angry cat staring at me from beyond the grave. That's kind of trippy.
Yeah, just a tad.
I brought up the picture and I looked at it and I looked up at the screen and then I looked back down at my phone at the picture and then I looked back up at the screen. I'm like, yep, absolutely.
Yeah, you know the picture I'm trying to get already.
Oh yeah, and you have it. Like I said, it was the eyes that really like. If you were going to sell this, that was what sells it. Please open that door. beautiful memorial. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you like it. It's for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, seriously. Out of all the pets I've ever had, something about this damn cat. Of course, I was one of the like 4 people this cat liked in the whole world, so
Hmm.
it was easy to take it a little bit harder because that cat pretty much hated everybody else.
Yeah, when you have that kind of special connection with an animal, it's way different.
Yeah.
Way different.
Yeah, I showed a picture of her to Clumsy once. And she was like, "Oh, she's so pretty. I love her." And I was like, "That's cool. She doesn't love you.
Hmm.
Trust me. You and everybody else. She would just prefer that you leave her alone." And she did. Like, she ran. Like, anytime there was anyone new around, like, you would never see that cat.
Oh, just take right off, huh?
Yep. Yep. She'd be hiding underneath the bed somewhere if there were new people around. And then when they leave, it's like, okay, you can come out now. It's just like, you're not bullshit. You're not bullshitting me, right? Yep, I can think of like 4 or 5 people ever that actually got to pet that cat. In 13 some odd years, so.
Well, damn. It's a long time for this cat to be
Just
all
antisocial as
pissy,
hell.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely had that vibe about her.
Yeah.
Buffer's right, it is super relaxing.
What is?
Just sitting watching you craft this out and watching the screen come to life. That's really what it is.
It's
You
pretty
are.
cool to see the little metamorphosis sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Like, uh, it's not just a skill game. It's definitely a talent game.
Uh, it's more of a eye for detail game in my opinion.
Yeah. Which is the that's the talent part. That's the intangible. Like, you can learn all the mechanics, but the eye for detail is a talent you have to have. I I I think anyway. Like, I don't know if I'm overselling it or not. Cat Ninja said she totally zoned out watching. I think everybody did to a little extent.
I did too.
Just well, don't zone out too hard, Jimmy. We need you. You're carrying the entire show at this point. I'm just doing commentary and hanging out.
I passed out like 10 minutes ago.
Dope.
Yeah, I don't think that's orange in there. Okay. Now comes to the pain in the ass part that I didn't want to do. Redoing these little furry furs.
Yeah, I'm well aware, Cat. Like using an actual like a colored pencil is hard enough, but using like a digital stylus, even a really good one, like that's a adjustment that takes significant getting used to. But it's even more insane because I'm still having to actually like remember that he's got a stylus. My brain still thinks he's doing this with a damn mouse, which would be absurd.
Let's see what I can do with a mouse. I'll just draw the cat again here. Let's see. Boom. And okay, here we go. Drawing a cat. Oh yeah, it's not even keeping up with me.
Right.
And it's
It
all one pressure, so it's like really fat
right.
lines, and that's all you can have.
Yeah, it's uh did you know that there's a silly ass online game with it, trainable AI where it'll tell you to draw something and based on your ability to represent it, it's supposed to be able to guess the thing you're drawing.
And then the AI steals your art.
I think that's exactly how it works. But I was watching somebody who literally can't art uh, playing this game, and I'm like, man, if Jimmy were here, like, because it's timed, like, you have like 20 seconds to convey to the AI, like, the thing you're trying to show it.
Hmm.
And it's got like a very limited set of parameters. Like it'll say draw fire truck, you know. Like I've seen a couple of the things repeat, so there's not really that many things that it knows to convey. But I was like, man, if Jimmy was doing this, he would murder this game. The AI would know exactly what he's doing every single time because he's just brilliant with the pen.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and don't think I'm gassing you up either because I never do that. Like
No, you are not one to do that. I am
I'm
well
not.
aware. These are heartfelt thank yous I'm giving.
Oh, oh. To get to that level of accurate detail, yeah. I mean, it's dope because he looked at the picture generally when he first laid it out, and now he's going section by section, and with the full zoom probably because that's not as
Nah.
zoomed. That picture that I sent Jimmy is not as zoomed in as the picture that he has drawn. Like this this original photo is at least 3x magnified now in this artistic rendering of it, which is absolutely makes it even doper because like I said, I don't have really good like up close pictures of Clover because Clover was not one to allow such things. So to like have this drawing be much closer than I was getting with the camera, like my sister on the other hand, she's far more patient, so She has much better pictures than I do.
Uh, yeah, I don't have the patience for that when
No,
trying to take pictures
yeah,
of animals either. I just
yeah.
like, okay, come on here, come on, okay,
Like
okay.
the best picture I have of the big orange cat, I literally caught him drinking out of the sink, and the only reason I took the picture was to show somebody just the scale. Like, this is a bathroom, like, basin sink, and this cat takes up almost half of it. Like, he's that big. So like, you can't even see his face. You can just see his back, but he's just giant on that thing, and that's why I took the picture. Now, Sadie, my pup,
Hmm.
we have great pictures because she's a ham. She likes to perform and she likes to pose. Like,
Oh, sure, sure.
cause
Like Butchie.
she was a breeder dog, like a puppy mill breeder dog.
Hmm.
Didn't really ever have any interaction with humans for the first like 4 or 5 years of her life, and she had no idea how to be a dog when we got her. And it took several years of like working with this dog constantly to get her to stop hiding under the bed, come out and be a dog. And ever since she like grew into herself and found her voice, she is just the biggest freaking ham you will ever meet. So like every picture I've got of her, she's just grinning like a crazy person. She's extremely expressive as well. Like, all the animals I've ever had have always been extremely expressive, and that one was easy to capture though.
The doggo.
Yeah, she just every picture I got of her, she's smiling like a crazy like you know the crazy girlfriend meme, right? The
Yeah, of
girl with the
course.
really psycho eyes and the
Hmm.
really extra big smile.
Oh yeah.
That's Sadie, only she just looks happy and not crazy. But the smile is the same, 100%. And it's like, yeah, it's cool that you figured out how to be a dog because you were kind of annoying as a furry blob underneath the bed.
It's getting there here. It's getting
Yeah,
there.
you are killing it.
Trying to
Damn, it
get
is
there.
4:20 in the UK.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Hell yeah.
I'll
Let's see.
I'll smoke to that.
I am indoors. I'll have to wait.
Yeah, that sucks. But it doesn't suck as bad as being outside right now.
I
Although
thought you were gonna say, but it doesn't suck for me.
that too. I just know you're from Minnesota and it's always fucking cold.
Oh, geez,
Even
yeah.
even when it's not cold here, and it is 31 degrees, it is officially not cold here. But yeah, it's probably much colder in Minnesota.
Yeah, a bit. It's a bit cold here. I'm not sure what the temp is here right now, but it's
No, it's about the
probably
same.
pretty
It says
cool.
like I just looked for the state of Minnesota. I know it's a big state, but it says 30. So that's what I'm going with. If 31 isn't cold, 30 isn't cold either. I mean, we've seen -30. That's cold. That's yeah, I'm not going out there cold. You have fun. Hello, cat.
Cat. And a kitty cat. And a dance, cat. And a kitty cat. Okay, something's going wrong. Hello, why are you red?
Because that's what you clicked on,
I guess.
my guy.
Trying to get some more definition in your cat here. But it's just nothing doing here.
I think you're getting a lot more out of it than you. I think you're looking too far ahead.
Perhaps.
It is all coming together. I am noticing the subtle details, like the point on her forehead.
Yeah, this little guy.
Yeah, yeah. Like she's got the white that just comes up to a peak. You put that up in there, and I was like, yeah, see, he's nailing all of it, just section by section. But you seem to be a lot like me and unable to like go through it like systematically because the way you layer it. I think I don't know what layer we're on right now. 4.
Yeah, we're sticking on layer 4 for a while here
Yeah,
with the color.
yeah, you definitely definitely do put a lot into that one layer, don't you?
Yeah.
Uh,
it's a problem.
I mean, like I said, the end result comes out the same. So, do we really matter? I mean, do we really?
I don't really matter.
Is not such a big deal. Uh,
Okay. Needs smaller. Have you got another one of those streams planned at all? Like, what do you got going on internet wise?
oh, I mean, I had to reschedule Law 31. I'm gonna do it Monday still, but the national championship game's at 7:30, and I usually stream at 8, so I'm gonna stream it at 3 o'clock. Get it knocked out of the way long before the game starts, and then back to the normal schedule on Wednesday 8, Friday noon, and who knows what other kind of random nonsense that I will sprinkle in exclusively on Rumble because
YouTube is asshole.
YouTube is asshole. Unless you're drawing a cat in a memorial, they don't care. That does not bother them.
Yeah, they're just kind of good with that for some reason.
Yeah. There's nothing offensive about this cat except for she does look like she's really annoyed. Which is cool because she was in that photo. Like her standard issue, generally annoyed with the situation. The door is closed and I would like it to be open. Uh,
I think if I
resting cat face.
take infinity,
uh,
yeah.
I don't know if that was resting cat face. I thought it was active cat face.
Okay. What else can I do here? Need some more floof. Maybe I can. Okay.
Not really. Cat Ninja, she was actually mostly a quiet cat until she was getting brushed or scratched, and then she was a high purring engine,
Hmm.
like aggressively vibrating the room purring engine. But she didn't really talk that much. If she did talk, she was extremely agitated. The orange cat, on the other hand, he is one of the bitchiest cats. Like, if you don't acknowledge, like, if he sees you make eye contact with him and he knows you saw him, and you ignore him, he immediately starts complaining loudly.
Mm.
Like, I have entered your presence, Hume. I'm like, yeah. He's like, that means acknowledge my like
Existence.
I need something from you or you wouldn't have seen me. I've summoned you. And I'm like, really? Yeah, he's very direct. Like if he wants something, he wants one of three things ever. Like he wants somebody to turn the sink on for him because he hasn't figured out how to turn it on himself yet. Although if he can open doors, I think he can figure the damn sink out. It's
Oh yeah.
practically the same motion because we have the single valve faucet. So it's not like a knob you have to turn. You just literally lift the damn handle up and boom, it's on. So I've been trying to get that cat to figure that shit out by himself, like, and how to turn it off when he's done, which that'll be the fun part. Like I'll be able to get him to turn it on, but I'll never be able to get him to turn it off. So it's either the sink or someone's put his food dish up because the dogs like to eat it, or someone needs to open the door. He's going back outside. That's it. That's the three things with that cat. Like if he comes to summon you, that's all he ever wants. Yep, he is kind of an orange lion of a cat. He is supreme asshole. He is more of a pain in the ass than Clover ever was, because she just kept to herself. He's obnoxiously social. At the same time, he doesn't like the dog's barking, like loud noises annoy the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I can relate with him, but like if the dogs start barking, he'll get up and demand like I'm leaving. I'm gonna go outside. Let me know when they're done.
Dang, Floofus.
Yeah, which is why he likes to hang out down here because the dogs don't come down here and he can just chill. I blame Sadie for all of that because she just starts the chorus of barking at nothing most of the time. And I'm like, what the hell are you barking at? And she's like, I don't know. I was like, will you shut up? And she's like, hold on. And then she'll bark a little bit longer. It's like, would you shut up now? It's like, okay. She barks at the neighbors, barks at like anything outside that moves. And yeah, seemingly half the time barks at nothing at all. Or at least nothing I can ascertain that she might be barking at. I'm like, you're just complaining to hear yourself complain, aren't you? At this point.
As cats do.
No, it's the
Oh,
dog.
that's a dog. That's right.
Yeah, Sadie just. I think she's making up for like the 4 or 5 years that she never said anything, and now she can. Now she found her voice, and now she won't shut up, just like a woman.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, but it's cool though. Like I'm glad. I was actually worried about that dog for the like after the first years. Like I don't think a dog's ever coming out of there, but slowly but surely she did. I think we've had her for 5 or 6 years now as well.
Your sister's gonna be like, "How does this dude on the internet know what my cat looks like? The fuck?"
I mean, that's 100% Clover for sure. I got to get my dog a bark collar, and it's making me sad. But I'd rather not get evicted because she can't stop. But that's yeah,
That's
that's
a
one
tough
thing.
one.
Yeah, that sucks.
I got no love for those collars either.
Yeah, don't like that shit at all. But how do you train the dog to behave when you're not around? You- that's a tough one.
Oops. Oop. Okay.
I can only imagine just how insane our little pack of dogs goes when nobody's here. Because I
Yeah.
know how insane they go when I'm here. And I'm up up the stairs at least 5 times like, what are y'all barking at? Turns out the answer is almost always nothing. And sometimes it's the mailman. It's like, well, at least I know when there's something going on, I can depend on all of you because you're well practiced at your craft. And they definitely do go berserk when anyone walks even in front of the house. The vet gave me trazodone. Oh, yeah, no. No, you don't. No, no. I agree with you 100%, Puffer. Like, that's the most awful thing. And I think as a society, we need to stop doing that to our animals and our children as well. Because it ain't no way to be. Now, if you drug yourself, as I often do, like daily, that's different. But yeah, medicating a dog, the only time I have seen that be like a valid thing is we had a dog that got extreme anxiety and got sick every time we had to go for any extended car ride. So, like, giving her a little sedative before we go on a trip. No, it's cool. It's kind of a venting sort of day. I mean, Jimmy is drawing my sister's cat that we had to put down on Thursday. So this is kind of a memorial, and it's yeah, it's maybe another dog or cat will make it worse. Get a whole pack. No, I don't recommend a pack of dogs, but we always have had a pack of dogs. There was one point in time where there were 6 dogs in this house, I think, or 5. I think 5 is the most we ever got to, and then the numbers started to dwindle, and then it was almost down to 0, and then there was one, Sadie, and then Roscoe came in, and then Chico, and it's like, oh, we're back up to 3 now. That's about good. Yeah, glad we could help Puff. Like, it sucks. It'd be cool if we all had the space where animals could just be themselves. Like, the great thing about my neighbors is they don't care that our dogs go berserk. You could barely hear them outside, but you can hear them every corner of this house.
Mm,
The people that live behind us, their dogs are much worse. I swear to God, the big one they got, like, I've never seen him. I'm fairly certain he could eat every single dog I have one bite. He
Sheesh.
just, he's got that really big, deep, just, oof,
Ruh.
of a, yeah, that. And I hear him going, oh, 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 oh. I'm like, dude, Roscoe, you are 4.5 pounds soaking wet. Get away from that fence because that's a very old fence and it's structurally compromised. And if that dog just decides to hit that fence really hard, he may come busting right through it. And then you are not going to be able to run fast enough. Hopefully, you can find a place to hide that his big ass can't get into. Like,
You are kibble, my friend.
yeah, you're fucked. And Beans' dumb self, like he wouldn't even be smart enough to run. He'd run right up to him and just get mauled. I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't
Oh,
get mauled. Maybe this dog's super friendly and he's just really loud, but he doesn't sound friendly, you know?
yeah.
He sounds bloody terrifying, but they're not terrified. Like Roscoe's a Yorkie and he's more guts than brains, 100%. Dumb as a bag of hammers, that one.
Yeah.
And kind of a crybaby. And yeah, Sadie is Sadie. She doesn't know any better. Like, she probably would be the same as Chico. Like, I'm just gonna come up and introduce myself, and hopefully nothing unfortunate happens out of that. But I mean, I figure that they got like the sense, you know. Man, this is amazing how much this has transformed.
Yeah, it's really trucking along here.
Yeah, because I was here for this part too.
As long as I don't do that. Okay. All right.
Yeah, you think it's wow? Wait till he's done and he shows you the photo he took this from. Nailed it. 1000%. It really is coming together amazingly indeed.
Thank you so much, guys. Love your kind words. Appreciate you.
I mean,
Oop, damn it. Another layer. Oh, damn it.
I can't actually imagine what it's like not only to do this, but to be able to do this live in front of people. Like, that's a whole nother level because drawing is one thing. You're drawing, you're hanging out with me, we're hanging out with chat. Vicket! Miss Vicky T, good morning, good
What
morning.
up, Vicky? Good to see you. Good to see you. We just drawn Darf's cat here.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss this furry little bish. She might have been an asshole, but we were cool. Which I think made me like her even more because she didn't really like anybody, but
Mm-hmm.
we were always cool. Like, yeah. It was her time. She had had health issues for most of her life. Just last year, we thought she had gone completely blind because of a stroke. Turns out that she made the like 5% full recovery. Oh, your asshole calico. Just probably investigating my asshole calico or former asshole calico. Uh, Sweetheart that she was. I mean, to me, she really hated everybody else. Cats, people, like, I mean, she liked about 5 people and didn't like any other animals that I've ever come across. Yeah, I kind of feel that that's why we connect. It's like I get it. Like, that's
What's
why
the
I'm not
cat's
gonna go
name?
Clover.
Clover.
Yep.
Hmm. Can't really write well with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait till my sister sees this. She's gonna trip because I'm tripping. So, like, I get to watch the entire process. Yeah, that was the name she had when my sister got her from the rescue. Just never called her anything else. I called her fat ass a lot, but that's only because she would like jump up on me and then I got to feel the full weight of her and it's like, "Oh, Jesus, would you go on a diet or like get some exercise?" And she just stretch all the way out and be like, "Nope." I'm like, "Okay, cool. Dope." Man, the eyes kill it though. That is like the most perfect thing.
They really sell it, huh?
Yeah, it's a full sell on that.
The only problem is the frickin' outline is still there, and that pisses me off. I think it's here. Yep.
Uh, your cat has the same impatiently contemptuous eyes as mine does, Vicky. Like, did that was her standard look of you're annoying me. Stop. Yeah. When I took this picture, she really wanted me to open the door because I had closed the door. And she's like, I would like to go eat now. I've got a good brushing under me and I just want to go have a snack. And rather than open the door, I decided to bust out my camera and capture this wonderful expression she was giving me. And she sat right there staring at me the whole time, just pissed as hell. And I took the picture, I let her out, and then washed my hands afterwards. But yeah, she was not happy.
All right, man. There she is.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You are definitely gonna have to send me this one.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'll get you a copy of this.
Appreciate. You want to show them all the photo that you stole it from? Or, I mean, not stole it from, but captured it out of, because I think that's really gonna be the thing. Like when people see, like,
Yeah.
just
Let me.
I can bring it up. I think.
I actually have it on a tab here, so
Okay.
let
Yeah, I
me
was
just
about to say
share the tab.
I have it on a tab as well. It's this is amazing work. Like,
When you
hey
see the cat, you're gonna be
nerd.
like, "What? That's not
Yeah.
right."
It really does look just like her. That's super zoom. But yep, the eyes really, really sell it. What are you doing, my guy? Like, just, just get the door, please. Door is closed. Yep. Wonderful, Jimmy. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Really do. And I'm sure everyone that cat happened to have a fondness for is gonna love it as well. So yeah, nailed it. My guy. Did I did I lose you? Have we lost Jimmy, y'all?
There we go. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
No, you're good.
No, I think this was a good thing, and I think
It
you
really
needed it,
was.
man. Hey, what up,
I
nerd?
did.
See ya. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. There was one more thing I wanted to show you, actually. Um, let
Okay.
me.
We have surprise, y'all.
We do have a surprise because I am not the only one who drew this cat.
Mm. Oh my.
Oh, me? Oh, my. If I drop down to my direct messages, this and like this, and you mean like this. Here you go. This is from Div to you.
Aww. Damn it, Divinity. Oh, man.
So I'll send both of them over to you, and yeah,
Appreciate
you can
that.
send them out to family or whatever you want to do. Keep them for yourself.
Yeah. Well, that's super cool.
Hell yeah, yeah. You know, we were all feeling for you. It's rough to lose a pet.
It is. It is. You guys are too kind.
Sometimes.
I mean, uh, well, damn, this just made my whole day so much better. Not
Good
gonna
deal.
lie.
Well, man, did you have any announcements for the gang before we peace out of here?
I've got nothing that I didn't already say. So,
All right. Well, groovy,
like I said,
groovy.
thank you very much.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. Glad we could do this for your cat here.
Mm. Yeah,
All right,
appreciate it.
everybody. Thanks for coming,
Yeah,
everybody.
thanks
Love y'all.
everybody in chat, like Cat Ninja, Vicky, Puffer, Nerd. Thank you all for stopping in.
I agree, Vicky. Rest in peace, Clover.
R.I.P. Thank you all.
All right. Let's kick out of here. Goodbye,
Yeah.
everybody. Have a great morning. I'll talk to you
Yep.
later.
Bye, everyone.